All right, welcome in, welcome in. Another day to continue our run on Nukapoc. We are on map 11. So we are gonna head to high school. Hi, honey. So hopefully we get a decent ghost and we can keep this run going. We'll see how long it takes us and go from there for the rest of the stream. Hell, cleanse, and photo. I really didn't want photo or event, so that kind of sucks. I'm not on 15x.
Welcome back.
I was on 14x. We still have photo. Cleanse, EMF, and photo, so that's good. You don't really feel like we cheated ourselves out of that. Obviously, cleanse and repel are a little bit easier, but EMF isn't terrible. Hey Rozzy, welcome in. Happy birthday. Hope you're doing well. I really wanted to continue the run last night, but I was just I was exhausted, not feeling the best, so I didn't want to throw our chance at this run feeling a little under the weather, so we will continue today. Not the best objectives for high school, but maybe we'll get lucky with ghost location. And photo won't be the worst. Maybe we can get a good event. Obviously, cameras in high school are a little useless, but we'll take a look just in case we see anything. Make sure that we don't. Lobby ghost would be very unfortunate, so it's always something that kind of scares me. Yeah, you know, I've been kind of thinking about that, if I wanted to make a Discord or something just to make announcements in. I don't know. Because I obviously, you know, most of the people that I know watch the stream, you know, come from Justly and Leona's, but I don't want to use like Leona's Discord for that. I don't know. I've asked Dave about that, and I've asked like Justly and Leona about that. Dave has always gone in through the middle because he feels like it's the safest, because the chances of the ghost being near the middle are a little less. Like if you went into the side there and the ghost immediately came out in the hallway, you're going to have a hard time getting the ghost to be away from you. Like it's once a ghost enters one of the classrooms that you're in, it's really hard to get them to leave the classroom. So Dave said he always felt like going through the middle was the safest, just because he felt like it was less likely that the ghost was gonna be right on top of him. I know for a while Leona was going in through the sides. I think Justly did a couple times too. Yeah, so I mean, like, you know, the ideal room is to get to library here. Because library has a lot of good natural hiding, obviously. Yeah, the sides are definitely a little bit more of a gamble. Okay, we will definitely be doing a stalker check. Or phantom check. High school's not your map at all. Yeah, I don't... On 15X, I don't enjoy high school. Everything just takes... It just takes too long. I'm not updating the PB until we either lose or we finish. Yeah, hopefully the ghost is nice. Hopefully not another Dio. I mean, not the worst thing, but it's not fun on high school. It's, I mean, it's similar to the prison game we just had. It's a very, very slow, monotonous game. I would take prison. Prison wasn't bad with a Dio. Prison's not terrible with a Dio. There's a lot of places where you can kind of walk through places in a circle, like that office that we had. High school's a little more difficult because there are the items and the objects in this map are so inconsistent. There's desks that the ghost can walk through and desks that the ghost can't walk through. So it's very inconsistent, but of the three big maps, like prison, high school, and Sunny, that's probably the order that I would take a Dio on them for. I would prefer a Dio on prison, then Dio on high school, then Dio on Sunny. Dio on Sunny is really hard to deal with. I'm probably gonna give it like maybe another minute Yeah, Dios are hard on Sunny Meadows. In the when you're searching for bone, is obviously especially the center wing isn't the worst. You know, because you can kind of control it in kitchen a little bit and get all that searched. It's the wings that are hard because you're limited on room since you get locked in the wing with them. Um, it's hard to manage. And you have to check the rooms on Sunny much more thoroughly than we did on Prison. You know, when we were in the cell blocks, we were in and out of those rooms. You know, not looking much in them in the prison cells. All right. Well, I don't think we have a phantom. So our goal is to at least get to the pillars. If we can get into library, that's better. But that's where we want to try to get to. All right. Let's turn off the music. All right. Let's head on in, I guess. So obviously it's always possible that this is the ghost room, so we are going to come into the back corner to start. Still don't have cold breath, so we should be okay to move up. Oh, we have a banshee. That was quite the paramike response. So we have an upstairs banshee. Huh. So it makes looking for bone downstairs easier. So we gotta hope that bone is downstairs. Because searching for bone upstairs would be difficult. I'm kind of confused because it's showing me... The paramedic is showing me upstairs, but it sounds like it's downstairs. Sometimes. I want to get an idea of where it was spawning, because the first time it sounded like it spawned directly above me, but I did not hear it this time. Took some time to hunt. Mimics do that before they decide what ghost they want to be. Yeah, when I first get into a map and the ghost takes a long time to hunt, I always get really worried it's a phantom or even a Thay. Obviously, Thay's not terrible, but so it's spawning back right. So it's spawning top back right. So we gotta figure out, we gotta come up with our plan here. Probably get salt over here. So we need to get our stuff up to here. Sounds like it's staying, so like it came downstairs but went back into that back side, or the back right downstairs. So we'll kind of give it a listen and see what it does this time. Because it takes a lot of time to get back to the front door and get back to here. It seems like she's staying top right pretty consistently. Go try to get some more of our stuff. Certainly got some nerves going on. This is a stalker on a big map is never fun. Luckily we got probably the easier of the stalkers to deal with. Obviously hoping that Bone is downstairs. It should be a Banshee. We had an instant Banshee scream on the parabolic. She had Tangia here. Yeah, I wanna work on that. There's a couple of redeems that I'd love to work on. So maybe that could be a project for this weekend that I could try to do. Looks like she's coming downstairs this time. So, it's kind of tricky on what we should do, because we need ghost photo. Which isn't the worst with a stalker, because we could get, we obviously get stalked. Smudge, try to get an event, or we can try to go close to the ghost room, which isn't ideal. Excuse me, ideal because it seems to be sticking around where its ghost room is, so that's really risky. But it does seem to be spawning top back right. Depending on where exactly it's spawning, there's a good, there's maybe some good rooms that we could use, like the science classroom in particular. See, that one spawned like right above me. I think that's what it does too. No, you're right. Yeah, I think that's what the Banshee does when it's above the floor, is that it sets the waypoint above you. I think you're right. So he did step on our salt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We might have gotten EMF. We didn't get EMF on the door. Thanks to Insim. So we'll go start checking. I want to check the left side, but I'd really like to... I should have a crucie, even though it's upstairs. I should still carry a crucie with me. Thank you, honey, for gifting a sub to Dave. Yeah, I think I got the alert thing figured out. So hopefully that shouldn't be a problem anymore. It's only right that Dave has a sub. Unfortunately, we stream at a really crappy time for Dave. Chances of seeing Dave in here are probably pretty slim, unless we stream on a weekend during the day. I'm not liking, because I feel like it's showing me the wrong... I feel like that came downstairs. And I'm not liking that it's still showing me upstairs, which I think is a known bug. And it makes me really nervous. Obviously I know it's spawning upstairs, but... That's another alert or notification in the chat that I'm going to have to change to me because... Or give Nurse Debbie a sub. I should probably just give Debbie a sub. Insimbot deserves a sub. So we're gonna take it a little slow because he's probably coming downstairs. It sounds like he is. I know the parabolic isn't showing that he is, but thank you, honey, for giving a sub to Sai. So we got cold breath, which means he's definitely downstairs. So it's just something that we have to definitely keep mindful. We're not going to be able to see him probably even if he's at the steps here because of render distance. So we'll wait for the hunt to end. Almost caught up to Razzie. Thank you for giving a sub to Ink. They're probably all over inside stream right now getting the notifications. Hey Jordan, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? In a few different games. I'm doing all right. We are on map 11 for our Nukapoc run. We have a Banshee on high school. So first hunt, we got basically instant parabolic response from it. We got the Banshee Scream. We haven't gotten it since, but definitely been hunting from the same place. We're changing pathing up here a little bit. So we definitely got to be careful searching the rest of this hall until we get around that corner. We do not want to be caught out in the hallway with it. But we got our salt stepped in. We unfortunately need a ghost photo. And we need EMF. So we are hoping to God that the bone is on the first floor. Searching the second floor for bone is going to be very difficult. Hey Nawazit, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Appreciate it. We will move to our next room. We'll wait for the hunt to start so we can time it that way. Then we'll search the room. Doing alright. Doing alright. Just searching for bone on high school, which is always a blast. We are going to take our time because we do not want to miss it. So we can search most of this wing relatively safely after these first two rooms. We should be able to kind of move during hunts. Got our hype train chest. I appreciate the hype train, you guys. So you may have already had this one, or Mrs. Slag and I might both already have that one. So, if you already have an emote for a specific level, obviously you can't get that emote again. So if you don't, then Mrs. Slag and I probably both have the cat one. Yeah, I know I do. You like the cat better. So once again, we'll wait for the hunt to end, and then we can search the rest of this hall pretty safely. If it was in this hall, that would be really ideal. This will definitely be the easiest one to check, since it's coming down stairs going into that other hall over there. This is definitely by far the easiest side to check for us right now. We can only hope. Make sure you check your sinks. I think the toilets on high school, yeah, have colliders on top, so we don't have to check in the toilets. I don't know what that was with my mouse. That was interesting. And sheets took over. We'll wait for the hunt just to have a timer on it. This is by far probably one of my least favorite maps to play on Apocalypse 3. It's just very, very tedious. And with a stalker, bone search is almost like a Dio. I mean, you have to be very careful how you do it, and you gotta hope that it's as early as can be. It's always very scary walking around with one crucifix. I mean, one smudge, I should say, not crucifix. The best door in the entire map? What do you mean? The one to the exit in the back? Or the one that was on the floor there? The one on the floor. Yeah, there's no room missing a door here. There's just a door. Yeah. Yeah, I never understood why some of the rooms don't have doors. Like, you know, I get the whole aesthetic feel, you know, having some rooms with broken doors gives it that rundown feel, I guess. But I feel like it's just made things worse for the map because there's a couple of rooms that, you know, you can't get events in. You can't get Yuri ability. So it's one of those things that feels like it was just a little pointless, a little dumb to have done. I don't know if they can spawn in these in the lab closets, but and you have this repeatedly on here where you have a graffiti floating. That one's not the best example, but I think it's always the smoking one too. It's always hanging off of something. at this last classroom here? Might need to recheck that one. Yeah, I think I did. I just want to make sure. We'll see if the door is open. Yeah, it looks like the door's open. So since this is a relatively safe spot, or maybe we go out the other end. So I need to use the restroom. So I might just exit over here and go do that quick. So that way we can sit and do the rest of our bone hunt, because we'll try to go through gym to get to the other side. I thought you could get out the back, but I'm just kind of now realizing I don't know if I've ever seen anyone go out the back. So we will come over here to this classroom so we can time our hunt. We could maybe even go in the other side if we wanted to. Just need to wait for our hunt to end so that we can get out there safely, cross the hall. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. I will be right back, guys. We got EMF, so it's been coming down to the library. That's good to know. I am back. So I'm trying to think what the best course of action here is, because we need to search. Let me pull this up. So these maps are available on Mike's Discord. They are by You Just Want Easy. They are super helpful and super knowledgeable of a lot of niche things. They have certain they have labeling for all the rooms and stuff like that, so it's very useful to use. Obviously, if we come in this side, so he does appear to be coming downstairs. So we could start here with classroom 6 and maybe make our way back this way. We still need to do classroom 4, classroom 5, and cafeteria though. So it may be beneficial to try to get to library, and come back in through here and just make our way slowly across over to here. I don't know what to do about basketball court, so obviously we can search it. I don't actually know if Bone can spawn in basketball court. I don't know if I've ever seen it or ever heard of someone having one in there. So I kind of like the idea of getting to library, since we know that it's pathing somewhere over here. Making our way slowly over to library, listen to where it's pathing, and then kind of go from there, and decide. Yeah, obviously it can be a ghost room. I just don't know if Bone can be in there. Bone be there to prove that it can. You never know. I still would definitely like to, we'll just get to library. We'll listen to some pathing. If it sounds potentially safe to search basketball court, we certainly can. So if it's not downstairs, if the Bone's not downstairs, we'll probably get our items from library, take them over to this door. We'll go out the front door, take them over to this door, and then come up these steps over here. Got some followers in the past week. Haven't streamed in 5 years. Good question. Maybe you got some bot follows. Yeah, or potentially from being in other streams and just talking. I know some people will just follow other people even if they haven't streamed. That emote is so ridiculous. Alright, we will hang here, give it a listen, see what happens, see where he's going. Coming downstairs. And going to the right. So I know it still says up, but I have a feeling that that's downstairs. So basically what it's doing is it's setting the waypoint basically directly below it. So I don't like this. This is super sketchy. Oh my god, there's bone. Okay, so we got our bone. Now we need to decide how we're gonna go about getting our ghost photo. So we need to either go sit by the ghost room, which is a little riskier. Go up to the other side of high school over here. Because it'd be much easier to get all of our stuff up over on that side. And wait for the ghost to come to us. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I'm trying to remember what rooms potentially have hiding spots. So obviously the bathrooms are relatively okay. What's nice about the bathrooms is that you can cover a good portion of it with a crucifix. The only problem with the bathrooms is, yeah, I picked up bone. I double checked that too. The only problem with bathrooms is having the event spawn in a stall rather than somewhere a little bit more open. That's my only concern with going to a bathroom. FNAF Gamer, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Of course, I can't remember what rooms upstairs have good hiding spots, like the one classroom over here, classroom 4 or whatever it is. That has a really good hiding spot, and I would really like to have a room like that upstairs. So what we'll do we will move stuff back to the entrance. We need to get our smudges back over there, and our crucifixes, and then we will take all of our items over to the left entrance. So he roamed over top of us. We need to watch. He might come down to us. He sure fucking did. He came right into library. we'll do the same thing. We'll wait for our hunt. And then we'll see about moving some of our items down farther. So that time he did not spawn directly on top of us, but we will definitely go back here just to make sure he doesn't path to library again. Because that was super fucking sketchy. That was probably way riskier than we probably wanted it to be. I did hold my breath around that corner. Probably should have waited on the other side. We took a very big risk there doing that. Okay, so we are gonna need... Oops. Threw it again. Gonna need all of our smudges. Our photo, crucifix, parabolic, camera. And emotion wouldn't be bad to have. Problem is this is a lot to bring up the steps. Yeah, I don't think we need anything else. So we'll slowly start taking everything over. Yeah, so that's the one thing I'm praying for, since it's a Banshee, is that we get a good singing event. Okay, so we want to get in. Go to classroom 3. And then we will slowly start trying to get all of our items up the steps. Try to maybe get into classroom 22. And just kind of pray. If we could delete photos, I totally would try. With no photo deletion though. One more sub to the sub goal. Yep. So it's gonna be well, one, I don't know how the stalking works on the steps. So I don't know if it can stalk me as soon as I hit that landing. Or if it can't stalk me until I get all the way upstairs. So if it can't stalk me on the landing, we'd probably be pretty safe sitting there waiting out a hunt and slowly moving stuff upstairs. Yeah, I got no idea either. I know stairs are weird. So we could trust in its pathing, and the next hunt, as soon as the hunt starts, we can go upstairs. We could do that. Because he should be going directly down over there. So that would give us, it would give us 50 seconds to get all of our items upstairs and into the classroom. So we just need to make sure he doesn't spawn above us before we do that. These delayed hunts don't make me confident. It makes me scared that he's stalking right above us. Not above us. Yeah, so we started to get, I bet you it's split. So it's still like the landing, I'm not sure. So like as soon as we hit the second part of the steps, we got cold breath from him being in the hallway. So it makes me think that once you hit the part of the steps here, that is, he can stalk you there. So what we'll do is we'll basically just sit here. If we hear that motion sensor go off, we will smudge. So yeah, I don't know. The landing might be 50-50. The main landing might be considered first floor. It's a good question for someone like Tima in Leona's. I know he knows. He has a lot of Faz knowledge. Him and Novena. They both have a lot of Faz knowledge, so it'd be a good question for them. Because I know on Grafton, the stair landing is weird as well. Jesus. He's taking his good old time between hunts. I'm wondering if he's trying to walk over here. Like, I don't exactly know how the stalks work. Like, I don't know if it can get halfway and the stalk fails and he starts to walk back and then maybe he tries to initiate another stalk. I don't know. So he was close to us. He partially stalked us at least. You want to play? I'm doing my best here, honey. Almost done with high school. We just need this photo. Yeah, not a great feeling having it spawn right outside your room there. Especially given how exposed you are in these rooms. I do not enjoy the openness of high school. Yeah, see, that's the tricky part. I don't... Show yourself. Gary Wright, show yourself. Give us a sign. No, don't leave. Come back. Show yourself. Give us a sign. Show yourself. Gary Wright, show yourself. Give us a sign. We got our ghost photo. I believe he's still here, so we will wait. Honestly, it would be cool, kind of cool if he burned a crucie, because we could take that with us. Then we don't have to worry about getting our other disturbed salt photo. So I wouldn't mind him burning a crucifix. So we have our last photo in that crucifix. We just need to get out. He's hunting right now, so we're okay. And Banshee can't stalk us down here. We didn't hear him spawn upstairs. So we're just going to wait for this hunt to be over, and we're going to go exit left side here. I should have probably had it out just in case. With I don't know, something weird happening on the steps. Probably should have had it out, but so Dave has gotten screwed by this. So we're going to be very particular where we take this photo. Yeah, we need the photo still. We have one more photo camera in the van. Dave has thrown a burned crucifix for his, it was on his Nukapoc challenge. I think he did high school, it was his 12th. I think it was either his 12th or his 13th map one time. He had left, he had Ghost, the exact same situation. All he needed to do was take a photo of a burned crucifix that he had with him. Just like this. I didn't have I could have taken it in the room, I guess. I was more concerned about just getting off of the second floor. So he threw it out here on the ground on high school. And he got a 0-star photo. So we're going to come up here. And we're going to either throw it inside or throw it down here, up here, and take a photo there. We got our photo. It took us quite some time. Now we're in 40-minute high school game, but we did not have great objectives, and we got through it with a stalker ghost on a large map. So we got all of our objectives. We had a foot bone. Got all of our salt photos. 3-star ghost photo. And it's a Banshee. If the bone would have been upper floor, I think we would have been screwed. I honestly think we would have been screwed. Yeah.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
That would have been really hard. I'm gonna totally butcher your name, so I'm just gonna call you Dip. Dip, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Oh, look, no abilities used. No room changes. Interesting. How long was it? An hour and 36 minutes. Hour 37. Oh, man. That was a stressful high school game. Ugh. So now all we have left is Sunny Meadows Full and Bleasdale. So we got to kind of decide where we want to end on. Like, it feels fitting to end with Sunny Meadows Full. Just because everybody has done Sunny Meadow Full as their last game. Dave beat Nukapoc on Sunny Meadow Full. He beat Megapoc on Sunny Meadow Full. I think even Justly and Leona, when they beat Nukapoc, they beat it on Sunny Meadow Full. So, as much as I don't want to go to Bleasdale, I say we go to Bleasdale next. You're over in Justly and Leona's. Well, I appreciate you dropping by here. We are doing, if you don't know what the challenge is, we're doing Nukapoc. It was